This is an 11 News investigation. Frustration with Colorado Springs police tonight. A theft victim is asking why the excuses. His bicycle was stolen out of his garage. He filed a police report right away, and after waiting 7 days, he finally got a call from an officer, but not before he took the matter into his own hands.
Now 11 News investigates, asking CSPD why response times are so long for these types of crimes. Here's morning anchor Matt Crucial with the response and the cold, hard reality our city faces.
I'm saying this is a problem. This is unacceptable. It's not okay to just blow things off like that.
Travis Smith is happier now. He has his bike back, but it was not the police who solved the problem.
I finally heard back from the police department shortly after 7 days at 4 a.m.
That first contact was days after Travis had already found it posted on Facebook Marketplace. He set up an elaborate ruse to buy it back from the man selling the $700 bike because he said police were not responding to his calls for help. He confronted the man in a parking lot. Travis showed him the serial number, and the guy took off.
I did the job myself, and it's a thing that I shouldn't have had to do. Frankly, it's a little dangerous. I wouldn't recommend other people do it. It's stressful.
I took Travis's case to leadership at CSPD.
Is it reality for citizens to think that if they pick up the phone, their bike is stolen, an officer is going to show up at their house in an hour or two?
I think that used to be the reality, but we have to understand the growth of our city. We're a large city, and I think people forget that. And so that, unfortunately, it's not a reality anymore. And it's frustrating for us, too, as officers.
CSPD prioritizes calls based on a level of urgency assigned. Stolen property gets a priority 4, an active shooter, priority 1. I asked for the number showing if this 7-day response time was standard practice, but Sergeant Jason Newton tells me that is a hard question to answer.
There is a day where a priority 3 call might be responded to within a minute, but then there also might be a 2-day delay, a 3-day delay, or they reported it online.
Last year's average for priority 1 call response times came in at 16 minutes and 24 seconds. But for priority 4 calls like a stolen bike, that average shoots up to 16 hours, 57 minutes, and 6 seconds.
So no, like today, on Wednesday, right, we had 200 plus calls holding at 6 a.m. And it used to be unheard of like that, and so we dispatched 30 of them right away when the first officers got in. But now there's still 170 holding.
The police seem to have a lot of excuses.
Travis isn't satisfied with this explanation or the response he got when he called for help. He wants more from his police department.
We're shorthanded, we don't have the funding, and while that is another issue, I don't feel like that's an excuse. Or maybe that's exactly what it is, only an excuse.
I'm Matt Crucial, 11 Investigates.
The police department tells Matt their around-the-clock hiring program to get more officers onto the streets is making a dent, and they are using online reporting systems more as well.
But that should mean that you probably not